I guess to start off, I'll show you what the issue is. I'm just going to play this a little bit, and I'm just going to wait. That. So if you look at the clouds, they move, they auto-scroll nicely until they don't. That's an issue. I've boiled it down to if the scale on your Parallax2D node is more than 1, and you're using auto-scroll, you're going to get that jittering effect. So if we bring this back down to 1, and we just play it, just going to wait a little bit. It fixes your issue. There's no jittering here. I don't know if this is a bug or if this is intended, but if you need scaling, then I'll show you how to fix it. So instead of the scaling of the clouds being done through the Parallax2D node, we're going to change the scale inside of the Sprite2D node. So we're going to change the scale to whatever you want. I'm just going to match it with my mountains, which is a scale of, so this isn't scaled. The Parallax2D node on the mountains is scaled, but it's not using auto-scrolling, so it's not running into that glitching issue. So I'm just going to copy this scale here, which is 1.1. I'm going to match it with, I'm going to match it here on the Sprite2D node. But now we have the issue of it doesn't tile. The way to fix that is that if we grab this scale now, the 1.1, from the Sprite2D, and we go into the Parallax2D node that houses the Sprite2D node, and we change the repeat size by timesing it by the scale, which is 1.1 here. In Godot, you can do a little star to do multiplication inside of these input boxes. We just enter that. The scaling is fixed. And now if we press play, we're not going to have those jittering issues. I'll just wait a little bit longer to prove my point. As you can see, it works completely fine now. The issue with doing this approach, though, however, I found, is that if you want to match up, I guess in this example, if you're trying to match up the clouds with the mountains for pixel perfect accuracy, I'll just show you by zooming in here. If I change the position of this, you'll see very quickly that the Y level, even though the mountains have the same Y level as the Sprite2D, the pixels don't match up. So if I move this a little bit closer, you can see how the pixels don't match up on the Y level. The way around this, to fix this, is you times the Y level, or whatever level you want to, by the scale of the Sprite2D node of the clouds. It's weird. It's a janky fix, but if you need scaling on a Parallax2D node, you need scaling on a Parallax2D node that uses auto-scroll, I don't know any other fixes. We do 74. I think if we do 72 times 0.1, and if we do 1.1, now you can see that although the clouds are in a different place, the pixels do seem to line up. It's a weird fix, but now my clouds are now in proper pixel arrangement with the background. Although it doesn't really change much visually when you're playing the game. This is the best I got. I'm gonna be honest. If you know any other fixes for this, feel free to leave them in the comments. And yeah, that's all I really got. Hopefully this helped someone. I couldn't find anything else on it. I couldn't find people having the issue on it with quick Google searches. So hopefully this helped. And I hope you have a good day.